Alright, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be unboxing this vector2 EK quantum block for the Red Devil 7900 XTX. It's going to be one of the biggest water block boxes you've ever gotten, potentially. I know it was for me. Was not expecting a box this big, so we're going to be unboxing this thing, and I have actually already opened this, but I'm doing this one-handed, so we're just going to have to make it work. Alright, once you get that big honking box out the way, open this up. You're going to catch this styrofoamy material. And yes, I have already taken this out of the bag. Again, I'm doing this one-handed, so I had to make some things easy. So it's going to come in this bag in here. Then it's going to be in here. And you're going to get two boxes in here. This thicker one. Something else in there. Okay. You can use these on the fittings for the terminals that are also in here somewhere. So this box just comes with a couple of tools. It comes with some thermal grizzly, thermal paste. I'm using my own, so I'm not going to be using that. But that wouldn't be terrible. It's definitely better than they used to do. You're going to get your two Allen wrenches. If I can pick them up. Yeah, like I said, it's going to give this. They look the same on both sides, but they might be different sizes on each one. They look the same though. So that, and it's going to come with this. I don't know what the bottom of that's for, but it's a little spudger tool, so you can do some prying and stuff. That's it for that. And then in here is going to be your thermal pads and your screw hardware. So all of your thermal pads. This is for the actual front side of the PCB, and then these thicker ones. So these are thinner, and then these are a lot wider. One of these is there's two different thicknesses in here. One's 1 mil, one's 2 mil. You're going to use those for the back plate, and then like I said, this is going to be, these ones are going to be for the front. I believe these are also 1 mil. And you got your screws, and so that's for that tool they gave you to use on to tighten those down. I have my own metal one, so I'm going to be using those. I'm not using any of those anyways. So you're going to get your screws, your washers, and two O-rings for the terminal in there, in between the terminal and the plate. I believe they're supposed to be extra. I haven't seen anything that says you got to install them, so they should just be extras for you. So let me get this out of here. It should be everything in here. Let me just make sure. Yeah, so that's everything in there. So I can get this big box out the way. So this is going to be your water block. And you're going to have your addressable cable here, your three pin. And there is a piece of cardboard in here that you're going to have to remove when you're separating all of these things. So I'm going to flip this thing over. Need to wipe down that top of that. So you're going to have to remove these screws. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 screws. You're going to have to take those out. So I'm going to take those out. All right, so what I should have mentioned is that you're not actually unscrewing them all the way. You're unscrewing them enough until the back plate comes off. That's the cardboard you're going to throw away. Get that out the way. There are standoffs. Sorry if I can. Yeah, so if you unscrew them all the way, you're going to lose those little pieces. There probably are some replacement ones in here. The manual mentions something about using replacements, so there are probably some in there. So make sure you're not unscrewing those all the way, and if you are and you're putting them back on, or you're using the replacements, don't push them onto the screw. They actually screw onto the screw, and then they screw into there. At least according to the manual, they said don't do that, so don't do that. So yeah, take your little cardboard and throw that out. You were done with that. And now you have this nice new nifty piece. So let me figure out, I probably got to start cutting the thermal pads. So let me get the thermal pads ready. All right, so this is all the pads on the PCB on the front side. If you need in the manual, I have my own cheat sheet, don't judge me. They got a picture diagram to show you what it looks like. Hang on, bear with me. Wasn't there a... So after you put the compound on, you're going to end up working on back plates and everything all together. Oops. There we go. I wanted to show you. So for those much wider pads, also in their manual, they do a color code. Green ones for the 1 mil, blue for the 2 mil. It's for these wider ones, I said that were much wider for the back plate. So you're going to be putting that on the back side here, just so you're aware of that. So I'm going to start putting them on my back plate. And then I'm going to do the mounting. I'm going to mount this, and then we'll flip it over, and then we'll mount that. But I want to get all the thermal pad stuff out the way. If you can get past the thermal pad stuff, you got it made, because they are the biggest pain in the butt. And don't worry about them being like super perfect and everything. Everything's gonna be fine. All right, so back plate now has all the thermal pads on. Don't judge me. I'm not perfect at this, and you don't need to be either. For the most part, as long as you get them on in the right areas, you're going to be fine. They don't need to be super straight. They don't need to be a super perfect cut. As long as they cover the areas that they kind of want you to cover, you're going to be all right. So I went through the hardware box. Just to further say this, if you do need to use this, it is the same size on both sides, so it doesn't matter which one you use. I'm not using these plugs. I have mine in a parallel loop, so none of that matters for me, but it might for you. So in the box, you're going to get these 2 nuts, and there were 2 replacement standoffs in here. Let me try to get some. They're super tiny. But yeah, those are the 2 replacement standoffs they give you. Ooh, they're rolling through my stuff. You're going to get 12 washers. You only need 11 of them. I've already taken 1 out. And in your screw set, you're going to get 2 of these. These are all M2.5. These are the ×8. You're going to get 2 of those. And you're going to get ×6. I should say X6. X6, you're going to get 2 of those. And you're going to get these X4s. And you're going to get 12 of those. And then you only need 11 of them. So take 1 away. Now you are good to go. You have everything you need to mount this stuff up. So I'm going to flip this thing over, and well, I guess we can do that part together. I think of the best way to do this here. It's going from the front, it's going from the back. Yes, okay, I get it. All right, hold 1 moment. All right, so you have made sure you've gotten thermal paste on your CPU or GPU die, I should say. So now we're going to mount the block onto, or the PCB onto this block, front to front. I recommend you put it on a box so that the PCI bracket can hang off here on the side. So we are going to... All right, so phone cut out there real quick. So we lined up all the holes with the holes in the plate, and this is what I mean by the box overhanging. So not this way you have room to work. If you just use a box, it's fine. On their manual, they also have a screw diagram for which screws you need to use. I feel like I have some extra holes, but I don't know. It's really weird. I guess they really... I'm following the instructions, but yeah, there's definitely, like this one right here, even though there's a standoff and a hole, it doesn't say to use a screw there. I'm going to keep looking through the manual once I finish this part. Maybe you're supposed to follow it up with something else. I mean, they did give us a lot of other screws. But so I'm going to do those 11 screws and 11 washers like they want you to. So 1 second. All right, so all those screws are done. And so what I like to do is I like to get them all started. For me, it doesn't matter because I'm not going to tighten them down until they're all in. So I very loosely, I just get the thread started all across the board just to make sure it's all lined up perfect. And then what I do is I do start with these 4 surrounding the die first, and then those are also the first ones that I tighten up, and then I alternate them when I tighten them up, and then from there I just tighten outwards from that. And I have to amend something stupid. I said obviously these extra holes are for the back plate to screw into. I was having a moment on that one. If you want the back of the cardboard, also just to mention it, the back of the cardboard has a code that you can scan that has the manual as well. So from here, I'm just going to put the back plate on, and we're going to screw that down. All right, that is now all done. I have cleaned up the back plate just a little bit. So this back plate, it's not as smooth. It's got a little bit of a texture to it. So it catches some of your finger skin, I guess. So that is that. Let's pull this bad boy over. Wow, that thing is heavy. You're supposed to be able to do something with this magnetically. I don't understand how it works though. I'm gonna figure that one out later date. I might, if I find out, because you're supposed to be able to, if you put it up like this, you're supposed to be able to do something versus not. I don't know. I didn't understand what they meant by that in the product page. If anybody knows what they mean by that, what I'm talking about, just put it down in the comments. But yeah, that's going to be it for this video. Would have been nice if EK had slimmed down PCI bracket even to maybe a double. Triple's still kind of wild. But this is a heavy card, so might end up needing that to be a triple bracket no matter what. So I don't know. I can't really fault EK for that. Would be nice if they did something there, but I don't know. So I'm going to end the video here. Thank you for watching.